Hello everybody, it's Lazel here with another video. Another week has passed by, so today we will be opening 5 more set boosters of Wilds of Eldraine and we will jump right into the next one. The last one I estimated maybe we go for 5 to 6 minutes. And yeah, it ended up a little bit longer, but with explanation and how I wanted to get started, it took a little bit more. Omniscience art card, we got a Mountain, Brave the Wilds, Hamlet Glutton, Candy Grapple, Gingerbread Hunter. I think this is also a pretty good card to draft. Target creature gets -2/-2 until the end of turn on an instant, is nice removal. And you get a 5/5 for 5 mana and also a food token in addition to that. It's pretty okay. Greta Sweet Tooth Scorch. Okay, we got a Tough Cookie. We got Knight of the Sweets Revenge. Enters the battlefield, create a food token. Foods you control have tap, add 1 green. Whoa, okay, this is good. And for 7 mana, sacrifice Knight of the Sweets Revenge. Creatures you control get +X until the end of turn, where X is the number of foods you control. Okay, that second line here, that's really good. Back 4 seconds, and then we got another Spiteful Hexmage. Okay, already way too many of that for my opinion. We got a Raid Bombardment, okay? With power 2 or less attacks, Raid Bombardment deals 1 damage to the player or planeswalker that creature is attacking. And we got a foil Snare Master Sprite. When it enters the battlefield, you may pay 2. When you do, tap target creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. Yeah, way too expensive for a stun, and I don't think it's a really good fairy. But okay, we take it. On an adventure. Next pack. Art card, we got a nice Swamp. Hollow Scavenger, 3 mana sorcery for 1, create a food token and sacrifice a food. Hollow Scavenger gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Activate only once each turn. So 5/4, okay, yeah, not too bad. Leaping Ambush, gains reach, untap it, solid. Territorial Witch Stalker, okay. Defender at the beginning of combat on your turn. If you control a creature, gets +1/+0. Can attack it as if it didn't have Defender. Okay, so there seems to be a certain synergy around power 4 in this set. Gingerbread, okay, cool. Splashy Spellcaster, 4 mana. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a sorcerer roll, token attached up to 1 other target creature you control. That's definitely really solid. That's a good card. We got Johann, Apprentice Sorcerer. Look at the top card, and we can once each turn, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell from the top. Kind of reminds me of Malek, but okay. Half Elemental, 6 mana and a sorcery side. Discard your hand, then draw 2 cards. Okay, this spell costs X less to cast, where X is the number of cards in your graveyard that are instant cards, sorcery cards, and or have adventure cards. Okay, that's definitely not too bad, especially in draft. Frolicking Familiar, instant, deals 1 damage to any target, okay. And 3 mana 2/2 flying. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Yeah, and it's an auto, so pretty cool card. Looks cute. Our rare is Sleep, Cursed Fairy, a 1 mana free flying war 2, and it enters the battlefield tapped with 3 stun counters, and for 2 mana we can untap it. Yeah, I still don't know what to think about this fairy, but I think it can be quite good, especially in a reactive deck. Dark Tutelage, at the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card and put a card into your hand. You lose life equal to its mana cost for 3 mana. Yeah, definitely not that bad. You could also play Keen Duelist, or I think it's called Dark Confident. And yeah, a little bit more expensive, but okay. Fairy Dream Thief, 1 mana, 1/1 flying, enters the battlefield, surveil 1, and for free, exile it from your graveyard, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Definitely way better than the other 1 mana fairy we got earlier. Okay, but I gotta say, so far I'm not that happy with what we've gotten so far. So let's see what we can get in this pack. Always have to check my camera if I'm holding the cards correctly. Okay, we got a foil Plains, that's dope. Savior, okay. Is put into a graveyard, put a 1/1 counter on it. Okay, that's definitely a card that you want to draft. Fell Horseman, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand, and when it dies, put it on the bottom of its owner's library. Okay, kinda reminds me of, how's this other, the rare night call that can kill something on its adventure side, but I forgot about it. Verdant Outrider, can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Okay. Minecart Daredevil, target creature gets +2/+1 on an instant side, and a dwarf. Okay. Twisted Sewer Witch, 5 mana free 4. When it enters, create a 1/1 red. Then for each red you control, create a Wicked Roll token attached to that red. Okay, so if you are really right with reds, she is definitely good. If not, not that great. Oh, just forgot about this dwarf. He's a 4/2, so might be interesting in draft. Cheeky House Mouse, 1 mana 2/1, and it has an adventure side on it. Here, always compared it to Savannah Lion when it comes to how cards have changed. Knight of Doves is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, create a 1/1 bird. Okay, that's pretty good. Nice token generation. We got Spellscorn Coven, a fairy. Okay, instant return target spell to its owner's hand for 3 mana. Okay, and when it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card. Each opponent, I like that. Nice for commander. We got a Bramble Familiar, a 2 mana 2/2 mana rock, discard a card, return it to its owner's hand. But the interesting side is the sorcery side, mill 7, then put a creature enchantment or from the milled cards onto the battlefield. That can be really strong, and you mill 7, which is a lot. We got another Grasp of Fate, I don't like that, and a foil Warehouse Tabby. Okay, and a Beast token. We got 2 more packs. Let's hope for the best, because as I've said earlier, I'm not happy with the current outcome. We got a Plains, grab a Giant, create a treasure token, reach, sacrifice an artifact or land, draw a card. Yeah, that's pretty decent in draft. We got a Troublemaker, oof, bargain. If it was bargained, exile target artifact or enchantment, that's okay. Round Scram Search, I think that's one of the better instances. Whenever an aura enters the battlefield, under your control, draw a card. This card is definitely really strong in my opinion. Edgewall Inn. Tapped, choose a color, sacrifice, return target card that has an adventure from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Discerning Financer, 3 mana 2/3. At the beginning of your upkeep, if an opponent controls more lands, create a treasure token. Choose another player. That player gains control of target treasure you control. Jesus, you draw a card. I think this card is pretty good. 3 Balls of Porridge, 2 mana artifact and a food. Always keep it in mind, artifact and food. Choose one that hasn't been chosen. Deals 2 damage to target creature, tap target creature, and you gain 3 life. Okay, that's a very flexible artifact. Court of Lorthwain, okay. When it enters the battlefield, you become the monarch. Ooh, that might be interesting for my Proxy deck. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of target opponent's library. You may play that card for as long as it remains exiled, so that you may play it, so that it also counts for lands. And mana of any type that can be spent to cast it. If you're the monarch, you may cast a spell from among cards exiled with Court of Lorthwain without paying its mana cost. That's interesting because you can repeatedly cast those spells if you're the monarch. That's good. Imodane, the Pyro Hammer. I also did a video about her and she looks really good as a card. Really strong rare card here. Leyline of Abundance from the Enchanted Tales. Okay, it's in your opening hand. You may begin the game with it on the battlefield. Yep, quite strong. Charging Hooligan, a 4 mana 3/3 attacks. It gets +1/+0 for each attacking creature. If a red is attacking, it gains trample. Okay, don't like that one. I mean, it's okay, but. And a food token. Okay, that pack definitely was way better than the packs we had before. And now to the last one, and we are closing into the 10-minute mark again. So maybe it will end there. We got a Foiled Swamp, break the spell, destroy target enchantment. And if a permanent you controlled or token was destroyed this way, draw a card. Okay. Archon's Glory, Redcap Thief, create a treasure token. Royal Treatment, gains hexproof until end of turn, and create a Royal Roll token attached to that creature. That's pretty good. That's a good card. really cool protection. I think it's way better than Snakeskin Veil. While Snakeskin Veil is also not that bad. It always depends on what your deck is playing around. But enchanting a creature and giving it ward permanently and +1/+1 is good. We got Mend the Wilds. Put target permanent card from your graveyard on top of your library. And when it enters the battlefield, draw a card. This is a really solid card. Shrouded Shepherd. Creatures your opponents control get -1/-1 until end of turn. That's already strong. And when it enters the battlefield, target creature your control gets +2/+2. Also pretty good. We got Graceful Takedown. Any number of target enchanted creatures you control and up to one other target creature you don't control. Each deal damage equal to the power to target creature you don't control. Okay. Cool fight spell. Another Charging Hooligan. Virtue of Persistence. There we go. That's a hit. Oh my god. I will probably play this because I think at some point it's better than Sheoldred Whispering one. You got nice interaction in the early game. And of course you don't always get the sacrifice upkeep trigger from Sheoldred, but yeah, you still get to reanimate something from a graveyard. And it's an enchantment. I think enchantments are a bit harder to handle than creatures. So Virtue of Persistence definitely a great hit here. Utopia Sprawl and Brave the Wilds. Okay, so in the end, we got quite a few good cards out of these packs, but only 2 packs were really exciting. Oh, I also got Jar of Cathalion through here. Interesting. Didn't see that one. Totally skipped over it. Yep, I'm okay with these, and then I would say see you in the next video or next week. Bye, guys.